Today I have a real surprise for you. Some of you have asked if you could see some other person drive the RV, maybe someone who's never driven an RV before, never driven a camper van. And so that's where we're going today. We're heading now to meet Jennifer Quinn, who is at her boat at the Emeryville marina. And Jennifer has two children, one in third and one in first grade. And Jennifer likes to camp, and she's very outdoorsy, and she has a secret hobby. She has her Pinterest board, and maybe she'll show it to us today, of all types of camper vans and camper van accessories. So I know that Jennifer has secretly always coveted in her heart that she's wanted to drive my van. So today I'm going to go meet her and give her a little tour, give her some safety pointers, and then let her drive it and see how we do. It's a beautiful day. There's downtown San Francisco and the Bay Bridge you can see, and straight in front of us is the Golden Gate Bridge. It's a really clear day, really beautiful. Now we're shooting this video, I've also heard from you all, we're shooting it in both 360 degree as well as normal video. So that way everyone can have fun and everyone can see the video. A lot of people loved, the people who could watch it loved the 360 degree video. But many people couldn't view it either because their internet connection was too slow, or maybe their computer just wasn't fast enough. And so they asked if I could please continue doing my regular videos, and I'm certainly going to do that. So I'll do regular videos. This video will be done in regular format because this is a Tuesday release, and I'll probably release some of the B-roll stuff in 360 so that you can see some of the cool aerial shots and stuff like that. So here we are at the Emeryville Marina, and let's go meet Jennifer Quinn. Knock, knock, Jen. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Oops, I don't want us to fall in.
Yeah, well, come aboard.
Thank you.
Permission to come aboard.
Thank you, Captain. Is it a shoes off boat?
It is,
Okay.
just because, you know, there's all sorts of gross stuff around.
No problem.
docks. There's also a lot of dust out here, you don't realize, and a lot of bird droppings.
Well, thank you for having me.
Sure. Well, welcome to my humble floating abode.
Great. I'm just looking inside, and I would love to be able, is it okay? I'd love the viewers to come in with me because
Sure.
It looks a lot like an RV inside of here.
It is very much like an RV. It's a little humble right now. It's not nearly as fancy as some, but it's been my little urban getaway.
Cool. Well, let's head inside.
Okay.
Great.
So come on down.
Thank you.
Pop the top open here because it's so beautiful and sunny today.
Sunroof.
It is. It's kind of chilly right now, but when it is, yeah, it is beautiful. When it's warm, this is really nice.
So you got your galley over here.
My galley, it's sort of a work in progress. It's a bit of a fixer, and I haven't actually cooked in here for a long time.
Is this a stove?
It is a stove.
Sink.
And the sink, again, I haven't used the galley at all, but some of them come with like a little oven down here. And now with the new induction cookers, it makes it even safer.
You could even pull this out and put a new one in, right?
Yes,
I mean,
yeah, for sure.
Right, it's all,
Mm-hmm.
and then this is great. You've got like a full dining room / work table /
This has ended up being my desk, but originally I had this whole table set down. You can see down here, and this sleeps two people. Technically, you could fit somebody sleeping in there, so it's considered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people could kind of sleep in here, especially if they're small. But yeah, it's beautiful when you set it up here and you can look out the top here and up at the stars.
I'm just thinking out on the bay with a glass of Chablis.
Yes, it is definitely
stars above
a Chablis kind of boat, although it depends also on the weather out there because it's often really windy and so it kind of rocks a bit too much. But if you get sort of in the lee of Angel Island, beautiful.
Now sometimes, Jen, you actually sleep on the boat here, right? I mean, you have
Oh,
a house
yeah.
in Berkeley, but you like it out here. Sometimes if it's
Oh my God, I
really
love
hot.
it. It's so nice. We had that crazy period of 100-degree weather in Berkeley, which never happens, but I was sitting down here comfortably at like 82 degrees. There's no insulation on the bottom of the boat, nor is there on the top of the boat. And so it's just you and fiberglass and then like 60 some degrees of water.
You've got everything you need because the audience can't see from here, but behind this wall is
Is the head, which I don't use right now because you have to deal with getting rid of the stuff. And I just use, there's a full bathroom up on land over there. Here is the head. Pardon the mess. This is definitely a work in progress, and this is my dad's junker boat that I almost tried to give away, but I'm using it for now instead. And up here is the V berth, named for the V. It's up in the bow of the boat. That's the front of the boat up there. It sleeps me comfortably because I'm 5'2". I don't know if it would sleep you so comfortably. I did fit in with my little 6-year-old son, but him and my 9-year-old daughter and me together did not fit comfortably up there. I put in doggie beds.
This is a good tip, folks, for all of us that have RV beds. Listen to Jen.
Found them at Marshall's for $20. They're memory foam, and they fit just right in there. And the covers come off so you can wash them, and it helps keep things much warmer, too, because it does get chilly in here. This is my escape hatch. Allows, really it's important to have the cross flow of air. There's a lot of condensation on a boat because it's cooler out here, warmer out there, and vice versa. And when there's any moisture in the boat, you just get everything fogged up. And I'll wake up in the morning and the whole top of the V berth will just be wet.
Whoa.
And so you have to have cross air coming through to dry things out.
Well, Jen, thank you so much for giving us a tour of your RV on water.
You're very welcome.
It's really cool, and I can't wait for you to take me out on it one day.
Someday when I get the engine working. So, like I said, work in progress.
It's just like an RV. Speaking of which, it's time for us now to head up to my RV, and we're going to give you a little lesson about driving that and get your impressions about it.
Awesome.
You ready to go?
I'm totally excited.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Wow.
Well, welcome, Jen.
Thank you.
I have to say this is a real treat for me because I never get to sit in this seat. So it's a lot of fun.
Well, this is a treat for me. It's swanky compared to my 1970-something floating mobile.
Well, mine can't go on the water. At least I haven't tried.
Well, I have never driven anything as big as this. But actually, once I'm sitting in the driver's seat, it doesn't look too bad. Pretty much like a regular car, although there's no console to put my drink into. Oh no, there is a console. Of course there is. You need to have your lattes. And it is tall, so it's top heavier than anything I've driven. So imagine going around sharper turns, you need to be careful of that. So yeah, definitely I need to be more mindful of, I need to have better situational awareness in driving it, but it's not nearly as intimidating as I thought it would be.
Cool. All right, well, let's go see how it drives.
All right, here we go. Alrighty. Woo! And it's also so much higher than I'm used to. Ooh, there are trees right over the side here.
We'll definitely hit those.
Hit
You're
those.
aware of those. I was not the first time I bought my first RV. I drove it just like a car, and I was knocking branches down.
Oh, I imagine. Yeah, they're kind of pruned just so, but maybe not quite for something this tall. Well, those ones back there. Oh. Okay, got a little pickup here. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm in my driver's ed class as a 16-year-old. That's kind of heart palpitation thing. Yeah, well, it's very different. It's a very different vantage point for me, being so high off the road. I've been a bit anxious. I mean, I'm a total road tripper, but in cars. Although I actually learned how to drive on an old Vanagon with a long stick shift.
I love the Vanagons.
Oh, I love them too.
Oh my gosh. Did it have a sink in it?
No.
No? Okay.
No, I think it was to take an entire family of like 10 kids.
Yeah, this is your first going around a corner because you're worrying about it being complicated. So let's see what you feel.
All right. Oh. That's fine. Yeah, and I guess diesel having a little bit of extra pickup. Oh, gotta watch for that tree. All those trees. Yeah, the Vanagon is, of course, much shorter than this, and also had 0 pickup. Feeling a little less anxious.
Good.
Oh, but yeah, I do feel going over those bumps a bit more.
A bit of a wave to it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long wheelbase.
Yeah, and also just, I guess, the higher center of gravity, it kind of, you feel the sort of shifting a bit more.
This way. Yeah. You get to travel a little faster here.
All right, and the straight out.
This is a real treat for me. I love being the passenger.
I am starting to be more comfortable as the driver.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm secretly training Jen for long road trips.
Well, if you have me driving, then you will have to deal with my road trip music. And I have a whole repertoire, including cowboy songs, on my phone. Oh, yeah, I do have to start stopping a little faster or
heavy.
Further back than I'm used to. It's a bit more inertia. I have gotten used to my CMAX is a plug-in hybrid. So when it's on electric mode, zip, it just picks right up.
That is not this van.
No, but this is also not the old school Vanagon.
This is like a land yacht. Once you get going, it just keeps going.
I'm normally a total camper. I love camping, but I don't like to camp for any less than 2 days because there's so much schlepping involved in camping these days.
Yes.
Oh, because I'm also a car camper and I have a lot of car camping gear. And with little kids, I don't know, it's just a lot of work to go through. So 2 days minimum. But this is kind of awesome. Yeah, there's so many bells and whistles. Oh my goodness, you have furry covers for your seat.
Cover. You gotta have furry covers.
But not like the 1970s style with no mirror on the roof.
No shag carpeting.
But you could put a disco ball back there.
I would love to see if you got one, what you would do.
I do have one. It's battery powered too. We could stick it up there. It'll go, woo, floor it. Oh. Yeah, and there's like this fence right next to me. I definitely need to get used to the width. I mean, not that it's
a little wider.
It's definitely wide. I'm just used to smaller cars. Especially living in the Bay Area, you don't want a really big, wide car. Do you remember back, I know, in the 80s and certainly before this, there used to be a junkyard sculpture thing over here?
Yes.
Yeah, well, they cleaned that all up in the 90s as part of the restoration of the bay and all the wetlands here. And what they did let stay here was Snoopy and the Red Baron. So there's the Red Baron.
Oh, you're right, out there on the water.
Yeah.
On the driver's side.
And Snoopy's coming up here. There's Snoopy.
There's Snoopy out the window.
Go get the Red Baron.
3 lanes getting on.
Traffic here is crazy. And if you try to get from here to the airport, you have to cross through all of these.
Oh my gosh.
We're kind of in slow motion right now, so it's, I'm used to looking through I don't like using, I need to get used to mirrors. Yeah, I'm old school. I gotta look over my shoulder.
You did well.
And it doesn't work in this thing. I can't look to my left. All right. That was really exciting going on the freeway.
So Jen, we're going to head into the Tokyo Fish Market.
That's a nice vehicle.
It is.
Thank you.
It's so nice.
Oh,
Tokyo Fish Market,
and get ourselves some lunch, huh?
an old Berkeley institution here. Actually, this is the new part of the old Berkeley institution. You know it's good when you hear other languages spoken.
Yes, Japanese. Okay, so I like to get the little bento. They have the sushi over there, and they have the bento over here.
Yum. Do you know I'm really lame and I just really like California rolls?
Okay.
Especially when they're not man-easy. And the seaweed salad. Oh, these are nice looking.
Have to get
Berkeley being Berkeley and spending money where it doesn't spend money on road maintenance. So here we go. How are we gonna do? I do hear some jiggling back there. I think my kids would actually like that. All right, here we go. Whoop. Yeah, I can feel the weight of that differently. Okay, here's a big bumpy strip. Ah. Kind of like a shiatsu massage chair. All right, should we go north or south? South, I think, yeah.
You've just picked up on this, Jen.
Well, it's not hard so far. I would be a little anxious actually parallel parking and some of that merging. But as you said, you're kind of the biggest fish in the sea other than the actual Mack trucks. So I guess that just makes you more visible.
Hard to miss us. I'll have you back in, Jen.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
Right here.
Anywhere here?
A lot of spots.
Okay.
Here.
All right.
And
Just
yeah.
back in. All
Back
right.
in. You can use the little reverse here. No one's behind us, so we're good.
Okay.
And the
Like,
little guidelines.
I'm old school. I have to look back
okay.
there,
Go
but
ahead.
oh, look at those lane lines on there. Okay.
So that'll help you get lined up straight.
Don't want to go into the rocks. Okay, well, I don't even see lane lines
There you
here,
go.
but
So now you just go straight. It looks like you're pretty good.
okay. I don't want to be too far forward either.
Okay, so you're good.
Okay, just so people can get past
Look at
us.
that. You pulled in a single shot.
Okay,
So we're going to have lunch now.
awesome. Well, here's the $1 million view.
Thanks for bringing us here, Jen.
You're welcome. I called ahead and got the weather sorted out for us. It is just the most beautiful place. I mean, not in the world, but it's definitely
It's pretty good.
pretty high up there.
It's pretty good.
It's hard to be sad down here.
Yes. Well, bon appetit. We have our little Japanese lunches.
Fabulous.
So Jen's going to talk to us about her experience. We kind of spent the afternoon together. You were a little apprehensive.
A little bit. Calmed down pretty quickly. The U-turn and the parking gave me a little angst, but actually now it was fine. I definitely felt the bumps, but I think most roads are not as bumpy as Berkeley roads are. I would be anxious, as I said, about merging into the crazy freeway parking here, freeway interchanges here. But yes, being very visible seems to help. And I have noticed how everyone looks at this vehicle and wants to stop and talk to you about this vehicle. It is definitely noticeable in a positive way. So yeah, oh my
Would you ever
gosh.
consider like renting one? Or?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
But if you have a friend who has one, who also likes to road trip, who has a daughter who likes your daughter.
Sounds like a recipe for fun.
Absolutely. Of course, like I said, you might have to listen to some cowboy songs.
Home, home on the range.
And we know a few verses to that too.
Cool. All right, now we can eat in peace. Well, I just dropped Jennifer back off at her boat, and I want to thank her for spending the time with us today and giving us her impressions of what it was like to drive, in her own words, a much larger vehicle like this. Now, she's used to driving her little CMAX electric hybrid, so I think it was a good experience for us to see how she would react and how quickly she could get used to driving something like this. And you know what? She did really well. She was driving this all around town, whipping it around corners, doing U-turns, parallel parking, backing into spaces. Her first try, no problem. So I think that's a testament not only to Jennifer's skills as a driver, but also to having this short Sprinter and making it feel a lot more car-like when you drive it. Well, if you enjoyed this episode and you enjoyed Jennifer's performance, please give us a thumbs up and leave your comments in the comment section below. Next week, I'm going to be doing a viewer question and answer session. So get your comments, get your questions down below, and I'll choose the 5 best ones. And as always, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. Just hit that little subscribe button over there. My goal for this month is to hit 3,000 subscribers. So can you help me get there? I hope so. We'll see you again next week with an all-new episode. Take care. Bye-bye.